Undercurrent, sponsored by John Hughes in Victoria Park. Choose your station before you choose your program. Absolutely.
Hello and welcome to Undercurrent. I'm Christy Molliker, and tonight's episode finds us out in the burbs, Bertram to be exact, right near where we filmed Roxanne's Cake House, which will be back on our screens very soon. Now back to tonight's episode of Undercurrent, and for the very first story, you best call the kids and all the big kids, because Fernanda Mizzen is off to visit a dinosaur petting zoo.
Would you like to see a dinosaur? Now is possible in Dinosaur Petting Zoo at WA Museum. The show is running now until the end of school holidays for children 5 years old and above, and also for adults.
This is every child's dream come true. This is a chance for children to come and touch and pat and meet dinosaurs. Usually in museums we think of dinosaurs as static displays, but these guys are very much alive. Well, about 12 years ago, I was in a conversation with a well-known anthropologist called George F. MacDonald, and he asked me if the company had ever thought of making dinosaur puppets. And I replied, we have, but we never have the money to do it. So he provided us with the money to make our first dinosaur puppets. And since then, it's just evolved. You know, we're working with museums, finding out ways of being able to present them to the public while telling the truth and giving them facts, but also making it entertaining.
It's one of the most intelligent dinosaurs in the world.
These guys, they consult with various paleontologists around Australia, and I've been involved a little bit going through the fact sheets and yeah.
The technology within these puppets is really more the engineering, the way that we build them. There's no animatronics, there's no motors inside them. These are all powered by the person that's inside them, and it means that they're very responsive, that they can respond to the way children are, and you know, if a child screams, then he knows how to find them. Petting Zoo really is a show that it continues to evolve. So what you're seeing here today in Perth is the most developed aspect of the show, but when we go back to Sydney, we are making another version of the show. We have one in America at the moment, which is adapting now to telling the story of America, and we have a similar project happening in the UK.
What do you think about the show?
I think it's great. I mean, when the kids scream, you know it's a success. So I think I use that as a measure, and it's great. It is.
Which dinosaur did you like more?
The babies. I liked it when he put out the tooth and he just started going crazy. The one where he was trying to eat the boy. Yeah, that one.
Here we go. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Sebastian's head into the mouth of the Australopithecus. Here we go. 1, 2.
I think what the show brings to the public and children, adults as well, is that it educates people about dinosaurs and teaches them a bit more about what dinosaurs were like in Australia. You know, we have an obligation to perpetuate the general public's knowledge. Unfortunately, you know, what the general public knows about dinosaurs is very, very limited.
In Western Australia, we don't have a lot of dinosaur. We only have 5 bones. Part of the problem is the outback is deeply weathered. We do have some excellent dinosaur footprint trackways up at Broome, and it would be half a dozen to a dozen different types of dinosaurs that are represented by those trackways.
The Dinosaur Petting Zoo is a good choice for who wants entertainment, education and science in the same place. I am Fernanda Mizin, reporting for Undercurrent.
Elbows, the most important weapon in a politician's armoury.
Other than integrity.
Darren, thanks for joining Undercurrent.
Pleasure.
Darren, how do you sum up the Minister, Peter Collier? I mean, as a man and also as a Minister, I mean, is this you being the whistleblower? Is this you spitting chips as to sort of what's happened to you? Or, you know, it's taken a long time for you to come out and say this.
It has taken a long time because I've tried my hardest to protect the Minister and the government. I'm a Conservative voter. I really did want to support them and believe in Conservative politics. So I don't want to damage them. It certainly, I have hard feelings. The Minister's on the radio saying that he doesn't hold any hard feelings. He actually suggested that we left amicably. That's not the case. So I was in New York. There was nothing amicable about it. I've had one 30-second discussion with him since then, and that was a phone call from New York. Other than that, I'm angry. But what I'm trying to do is expose a much broader issue. This government really does have a problem valuing human resources, and WA is worse off for it.
The Minister has a history of hiring and firing. In fact, 60 staff members over a matter of 3 years.
Yeah, I think it's closer to about 40 now. Look, he's an intelligent man and absolutely passionate about politics, but unfortunately that passion comes at a price, and the price is that he really doesn't understand or value human relations, and I am but one of many. And one of the reasons I'm telling my story is to expose the culture and the lack of respect for human resources within the government.
How much is up there in that vault of yours? Is it any more going to be coming out?
Quite a lot, and look, and that's one of the other big lessons I want people in politics to learn. You know, the people at home see on their TV screens at night time a 5 or 7 second grab of a minister. What actually happens behind the scenes is a team of 100 people that support that minister. And when ministers become narcissistic or egotistic to the point of not recognising the value of the people around them, it's a real problem. And I really want the lesson for others to learn is that they ought to respect the staff who keep them up in those high-paid, high-responsibility jobs.
Just wanted to congratulate you on the coming of your daughter just recently. How old is she?
She's a month old as of this Friday.
You were the former Chief of Staff for Peter Collier. Just give us a bit of a background as to sort of what you were doing.
Yeah, look, I was Chief of Staff to the Minister for Energy, Training and Workforce Development and Indigenous Affairs up until about October last year. I was in New York on annual leave with my wife. I got a text message from the Chief of Staff for the Premier saying we need to talk. I gave him a call, and basically the Premier's Chief of Staff told me that he had had a meeting with my Minister and the Minister didn't like me anymore. Therefore I had no job to come back to, and it really wouldn't surprise me if I'd irritated some people, but to this day I still don't have any justifiable explanation as to why I was dismissed, other than the Minister preferred somebody else.
What do you think the chances of a Barnett government getting through in the next election?
I think they're slimmer than ever. I think Colin Barnett is resorting back to his old ways. In opposition, he was quite an arrogant man, and that was his persona. When they just got over the line in 2008, he became a new man, and full credit to him. He seemed to take feedback. He became approachable. It looks like he's slipping back into that old arrogant Colin. People are noticing. Air conditioning's a luxury kind of comment doesn't go well with people who are struggling to pay their power bills. And unfortunately, I think there is a real possibility this could be a one-term government.
Darren, we look forward to the next chapter of what's going on, and we wish you all the best of luck.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it.
We'll have to do a time and motion study, see who we can get rid of.
We did one of those last year, Minister.
And?
It transpired we needed another 500 people.
Well, this week for our Vox Pop segment, Fernanda Mizin talked to the streets of Perth to find out why women aren't wearing sports bras. Yep, guilty as charged.
A survey made by Sports Medicine Australia shows that more than half of Australian women don't like to wear sports bra during a physical activity. We hear the streets of Perth to see if you agree with the survey. Do you think that it's important to use a sports bra for health?
It's obviously important for exercise to be like, have support when you're running and everything.
I guess, purely from a, don't damage yourself point of view.
If you don't want 90-year-old boobs when you're 60, then yeah, definitely.
Well, it depends. If they're big, then sports bra. But if you're doing actual proper sport, like a half marathon or something, then definitely put the sports bra on. But some are just down the gym, they're not actually working out hard, they're just, there for show. Posing, yeah.
I wear sports bras.
Well, yeah, obviously if it's better for you, you would.
Yeah, we used to both dance though, so we wore lots of leotards back in the day and we weren't allowed to wear sports bras, so.
Yeah.
If they need to wear one, like for their backs and stuff like that, they probably should.
I don't use them, but I don't think there's a problem with them. I think if you like to wear them, I don't see why someone shouldn't.
Well, I think it's very comfortable, and it's a shame that they don't wear sports bra, because I think it really helps when you're doing sports, especially women who's got a busty chest.
I don't know, I just think they're uncomfortable.
Sometimes I feel like they're suffocating.
I'll have maybe my bra and then maybe a sports bra over it, but.
Do you think the companies should improve the way that they make the straps and the sports bra?
Yeah, definitely. I think people that do wear them and do like to wear them, I think they should be supportive, because obviously they're supporting something, so they should be done and made correctly.
I don't know. I don't know any of the science behind it or anything like that. We're not really all that aware of that.
I reckon I need to improve on not having bars down there, but more of a supportive tight, less strap that holds in place and be comfortable around the sides and comfortable up top here and stuff.
Yeah, I think at least make the straps a bit thicker, because then it's more evenly supported. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure this day and age they could find a way to make straps more comfortable with all the technology they have. I'm sure they could work on something like that.
It seems that we have a mixed response about this topic, but most of the people agree that the companies should improve the design of the sports bra. I am Fernanda Mizin, reporting for Undercurrent.
Yes, dealing with the big issues this week in our Vox Pop segment. But don't forget, if you would like to have your say, you can find us in the city around about lunchtime every Tuesday, and we're always most interested to hear what you have to say. I'm Christy Mollica, and join us for more Undercurrent on the other side of the ad break.
Undercurrent, sponsored by John Hughes in Victoria Park. Choose your station before you choose your program. Absolutely.